Hello, guys. Good day. This is Anne of Reinforce Me Club. Today, we are going to talk about unlocking growth beyond comfort zone. So, last episode 64, we spoke about comfort zones. So, that's the level in which we feel homey, we feel safe, and we feel like we can't predict anything when we are in that level. There's nothing to worry about. We know what we're going to do, and we are an expert in that comfort zone because nothing else ever happening. You know yourself. The advantages of staying in within your comfort zone is that you have a sense of security, familiarity, no stress, no anxiousness, whatever situations comes along, because that is your territory, that is your masterpiece, your comfort zone. And it even allows you to operate within your known parameters, wherein you are competent, you are in control. There's nothing to worry about. Additionally, remaining within the comfort zone gives you a kind of performance which is consistent. And of course, it is consistent because you will less likely encounter challenges which are new to you, challenges or setbacks which are new to you because you know what's going to happen, and you are in that field for the longest time, so there's nothing to worry about. You can even teach your masterpiece, your performance to the newbies. You know exactly what to do. You are an expert, you are proficient in that level. Like for example, so let's take the scenario of if you work as a nurse in a hospital institution. So you are an emergency nurse working for 10 years in the area. Of course, you have mastered the different skills of being an emergency nurse. You know what to do when a patient comes along having a cardiac arrest. You know what to do having a patient when he comes along having trauma from accident. You know where the facilities are. You know where to get this equipment. You know where to send this laboratory. You know everything about your area. So you have the privilege, it could be the right to teach the newbies, and you know exactly what to do. The disadvantage of staying within your comfort zone for the longest time is that you there is a possibility of stagnation. Your perspectives will narrow because of limited exposure to diverse ideas and perspectives. And being an ER nurse, an emergency nurse for more than 10 years, yeah, you could be exposed to different cases, acute cases. But there's a possibility that you have a difficulty caring for patients who are long term, where that could not be challenging for you, but your mind, your body, could be your soul, is is used to working on acute care, emergency care, like patients coming in the area 50-50. That's what you want. So when you are being exposed, or let's just say pulled out to the wards, long-term care, your mind, there's a big adjustment in your going on in your head. You might not gonna like it being in a long-term care facilities. You could be bored because you got used to caring patients who are in life and death situations most of the time because you are an ER nurse, an emergency nurse. You could even apply this to other situations, like you know when you are in marketing, an employee, and then you are aspiring to become a sales rep, to become a teammate, a team member in the sales team. So there could be you know a couple of adjustments inside your head, and then the culture and everything around you. And if you don't do that, if you stay long in your area, yeah, you could be stagnated. You have narrow perspectives because of your limited exposure to other areas, other problems, other ideas and perspectives. And if that is your choice, especially talking about work, wherein all you want to do is just make money, and so that you can support your family, there's nothing wrong with that. But the thing is, If you are in your comfort zone at work, and then same thing that's going on inside in the house, nothing new, maybe you could ask yourself, like, are you going to be contented with that, for living your life for 75 years? Are you going to be contented with that kind of life? Are you going to be happy, when you reach 75, having the same stuff all your life? So you can ask yourself. You can even like imagine yourself as 75 years of age while you are in your 30s. You ask yourself, is this the thing that I'm doing right now would make me proud as a 75-year-old man or woman? Ask yourself if staying in your comfort zone will make your life fulfilled. And remember, you only have one chance, one opportunity, and one life. Now, when you are expanding your comfort zone, for example, you've decided to try new things which you haven't done before, and you finally set realistic goals because you want to really stimulate your nerves and your brain and your dopamine. You want to add up spice in your life. So one approach that you could use in when you want and when you've decided to expand your comfort zone is that you can try gradually exposing to those challenging situations or activities to in order for you to build confidence and competence. For example, if you are an emergency nurse for more than 10 years in that emergency, acute and emergency department for over 10 years, and you want to try something new, you want to try other departments, other, other cases, like you've decided to transfer to ICU, intensive care unit. So that's another case. That's another strategy. That's another routine. Then instead of totally quitting your ER nurse qualification, whatever position you have there, you might as well consider getting a training in the ICU department and expose yourself in the meantime there for a couple of weeks. It could be a month or 2 or 3 months, and you see how it goes. Evaluate yourself. So that's another way of seeking out new experiences and opportunities, which is a kind of a good score for you in learning. So you try to expose yourself in ICU for 3 months, and if you can manage it, then why not? You can transfer to ICU. Or let's just say, in another, uh, it could be another career. So if you are a nurse, you've decided to be a medical representative, the people selling medicines to doctors, med rep. Then you might as well want to have one, might as well get the job, a part-time job as a med rep, medical representative, selling drugs or medicines to the doctors as a part-time, and see how it goes. If you love it, then indulge. So expanding your comfort zone means you seek out new experiences, opportunities for learning, whether it's trying new hobbies, taking new projects at work, or engaging social activities outside your circle, meeting new people. For example, I give you my personal example. I'm really into investing properties. Matter of fact, I got a lot of books about property investment just in my room there. And I followed property tycoons in my IG, in my Instagram, and in my podcast. It's all about business, properties, and self development podcasts. So I've followed these people. Other than that, in 1 year, since I finally decided to buy a house and start investing, I joined seminars. So I am surrounded with people who talk English. It's actually a mix of nationalities in that seminar. We have Italians, we have Britons, English people, we have Irish people, we got some people from America, and it's all mixed nationalities. And we have meetups every month, every Tuesdays in a month. So I joined the meetup. I also join seminars about properties in the market, in the Irish market, so that I can able to identify, which network is reliable, which business is reliable, which people I can invest with, what are the projects, what are the do's and don'ts in building houses, and what are the government tax breaks when you invest in property. So I've learned a lot, and I've met a couple of people there, developers, and I can I could just reach out to them. But it doesn't mean that they're going to really make business with me. It's just that when I have questions, I can just reach out to them. They're actually some of them are actually approachable, and you can invest with them. And other than that, before investing, you have to research deeply. If their values are aligned to yours, and if the numbers really match up to your criterias. If you have to see that, if will your money will ever return to you more than the capital. Is the balance sheet really makes sense to you? So you have to evaluate that before investing with a couple of people in your networks. But just be extra careful, because that's a hard earned money. You work hard for your money. So yeah, that's just in my side. And yeah, I'm just telling you to be careful. And when you also trying to, decided to expand your comfort zone, it's important to practice mindfulness and being present at the moment, so that this techniques, not so that this techniques can actually help you navigate discomfort, and pick up yourself in times of failures, in times of whenever you have bad days. Personally, I don't meditate. I don't practice the standard, the kind of mindfulness that's in social media. What I'm doing is that is personal. You can have yours too. I spare at least 5 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes time, alone time with myself. I need to talk to myself, especially when I encounter problems. I need to talk to internalize and reflect what's really going on, so that I can sleep well. And if I can't take it, if it's really bugging me, if it's really in my head, I grab a pen and piece of paper like this and write down the problem as well as the solutions. And by the time I write down the solutions, okay, I already did something. I've already put out the problems inside my head into the paper. I can finally sleep. And when I wake up, when I thought about the problem again, I read what I've written last night, the problems and solutions that I execute. Because I can be honest with you, I overthink at times, especially when I feel helpless about the situation. But when I write down the stuff that's in my head, it's helping me. And in the most part, I spend alone time with myself. Regardless of how busy my life is, I need alone time with myself. I need to talk to myself. And that's the greatest gift I can ever give to myself every day. Just 3 to 5 minutes. Just even hugging myself. I can do that wherever I am. It could be I'm in bed, or it could be I'm just walking. I talk to myself. Just 3 to 5 minutes of really internalizing what's going on in my life and in my head. And when you expand your comfort zone, again, you have to set goals. So I have a couple of projects 5 to 10 years from now. So that's why I have my vision board there on in my room, to remind myself every day that this is what I want. And I write down what I want every day. It's just one sentence, and then work. One sentence, and then pray. And I don't necessarily pray. I just give thanks to the Lord, to the universe. That's just 1 minute, and then another minute for writing down what I want every day. That's 2 minutes, and then 3 to 5 minutes, 5 minutes again for myself when I wake up. Every time I wake up, that's setting realistic goals. That is, trying to you know condition myself for the day. And you can also have yours too. Condition myself to execute on my goals every day. Set realistic goals. seek feedbacks, and adjust your goals over time because things change, the world is changing. So you might want to tweak your way down going to your goal. It's the same price, but different ways. Just hit the target. And overcoming fear and resistance could be terrible though. But always remember to really reframe fear as an opportunity for growth rather than a threat. It's easier said than done. But you know what? If you don't overcome fear and failure, there's no way in this world that you could ever get what you want. The only way is get through that effing fear and failure, get over that emotion so that you can get what you want. There's no way. Everybody will experience that. So just bang it. And there's no there's no there's no what do you call that? Deadline. Just bang it. Just slam your heart out to be able to really overcome your fear and insecurities and fear of failure. Just do it. Just do it at all costs, in all ways that you know. Just do it. And the goal is not about being perfect. The goal is to grow, to become the person that you want to be. Not as perfect because nobody's made perfect in this world. Think about it. Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, Steve Jobs, they were able to get to build an empire and they aren't perfect. Look up to those successful people. And when you dig down to their lives, nobody's perfect. So don't make it a reason that everything has to be perfect. Everything has to be set for you so you can do, so you can reach, so you can work on your goals. It is going to be a rocky road. And in some point, you're going to fail and fail. Just get up. It's the greatest opportunity that we can have while we are living. That is why the Greek gods and goddesses envy mortals because they already have everything. They have the power, they can get anything they want. They can predict the future. So what else to work for? The Greek gods and goddesses. What else to work for? No goals, nothing. They have everything. But when they see mortals that they're working on themselves, they stumble upon, they cry, they weep, they're sad, they're happy, going to their goals. That's the cost of being human, being mortal. To cherish life and live it as best as you can. So, by the way, this is Anna of Reinforce Me Club. And if you like the message today, please follow me on YouTube, Spotify podcast, YouTube podcast too, Apple Podcasts, and I also have a Facebook page, Reinforce Me Club. Thank you very much for your time and have a lovely day ahead. Bye.